Hey Hoopers, it's Deanne Love here, and this week I am sharing with you a tutorial that I have a ton of requests for. It's a crazy move called knee breaks, and essentially it's just this move. So your feet are going to be relatively close together and you're going to be kind of like 80s dancing with your knees, 1, 2, 1, 2, and having your heels come up off the ground. Now doesn't that seem simple? Well, let's add a hoop. Before we move into this tutorial, I really need to let you know that knee hooping has been such a long journey for me. So please don't give up or feel like it's never going to come to you. We don't do a lot of skills with our legs. Unless you're like some amazing world champion soccer player, chances are that you use a lot of your upper body movement in your dance and your play, but your lower body gets kind of left just to rock out. So it does take time and energy, and it may create a few bruises. So for the knee breaks, I like to have the hoop a little bit higher than my knees. You don't want the hoop rolling on your shins or your kneecaps. That is a danger zone. So my hoop goes to the left, and I'm going to kick my left leg straight out and back. And let's have a look at this in slow-mo. So you'll notice as soon as I step my left leg out and back, I bring it close towards my right, because then we need to be able to squeeze the hoop in between our lower thighs, just above the knees. And you can totally practice like this just to get used to it. You might not have the same momentum because the hoop won't be spinning, but you can just get used to the leg movement and gripping the hoop between your thighs. Now, if you hold the hoop just between your legs above your knees and you start to come up onto the toes or the balls of your feet, alternatively right then left, without letting the hoop drop down, you can actually do these breaks just from standing. That will help you to understand the feeling and the motion. And in the beginning it might kind of like clack all around, but once you really push those heels up and the knees forward, you can just be knee breaking right from here. Now, a big warning, I know that you know what I'm going to say. Bruises, of course. The hoop is going to be hitting against some really sensitive fleshy parts of your legs, so do this a little bit at a time. Another tip that I would give you is when you do kick out and step back with your side leg, that the other leg makes kind of like this triangle shape. So for me, I kick back with my left and I make this kind of like pocket with my right leg just to kind of absorb the shock, and I come up onto the toe of my right leg and then instantly switch, switch, switch. A lot of leg hooping really has to do with your posture, and I know that it's so tempting to look down, but every time you look down, everything goes down, and we really need to activate that inner line of the core to stand up nice and tall, push the hips forward, and have the connection in the knees so that we also create this pace and momentum so the hoop doesn't drop. So I'm really looking forward to your knee breaks. Not breaking your knees. You can share your amazing knee breaks with me on my Facebook page or over on Instagram. I'm Deanne Love XO. I would love to see your leg and knee hooping progress. And sadly, maybe some of your bruises. Please be careful. And hey, don't forget to come and hang out with me on hooplovers.tv. If you sign up for my weekly love letter, I promise to share Hoopspiration every single week for free.